Good afternoon, Airmen, and welcome to the 2020 Marnoc Lodge Winter Banquet. I am your host and Lodge Chief, Anthony Brown. This afternoon, we're going to give out many awards and recognize many airmen for the accomplishments that they have done throughout their scouting career and this past year. But first, a few housekeeping notes. If you will notice down in the description, there is a Google form link for you to fill out. That is to check in for this event so you can be entered into the raffle for one of 2 sets of hot air balloon tickets from Funmakers Inc. They will be sent out with your patches later this year, later in the upcoming weeks, probably after January 1st or so. Now, before we begin with our awards stuff and recognitions and all that good fun stuff, I'd like to take a step back and look back about what we have done as a lodge this past year in this unprecedented time. Since Winter Banquet last year, we kind of got put into a pandemic, and all lodge program kind of ceased to happen around March 11th of this year. So that means all of our fellowships got canceled, all of our ice cream socials got canceled, and for a while there we weren't running many induction events as well. But we as a lodge pushed on and came up with new and innovative ways to host events and program. The first of those being over the Cyber Talk Summer Camp program, we hosted 4 virtual ice cream socials for your viewing pleasure. The content varied from a Q&A session with me, the chief, to skits that we as camp staff put on for your enjoyment, and I thought they were a lot of fun. We hosted 2 induction weekends where we did 1 ordeal and 1 brotherhood at each, inducting approximately 50 new ordeal members and having about 20 brotherhood members seal their brotherhood membership. Now, we also hosted 2 trail work days, not trail work days, but haunted car ride work days for the council as service days, which had a fairly large attendance at both of them, even though they were kind of last minute planned. Looking forward into 2021, us as a lodge are looking to do more induction events to get all the ordeal members who missed, the new ordeal candidates who missed out on their induction this year, and the new brotherhood candidates to get them through their induction, and those will be starting up in April of 2021. We are also looking to host more virtual events such as this winter banquet, and those ones will be more engaging and more entertaining than just a simple awards banquet. We look to get you guys more involved on that front. And hopefully by summer of next year, we'll be able to hold an in-person event yet again. Now, looking forward into what we'll be doing with this program. For the winter banquet, throughout the winter banquet, we'll be showing and presenting visual nominees for the class of 2021 in between our little sections that we have. And our first one is going to get shown right now.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Golden, and I am the Section C4 Chief. I've had the opportunity to work and become great friends with this candidate since we both began serving together in 2017 for Central Region Area 4 in the Orb of the Arrow. He at first helped me on my team for training at Conclave in 2018, and then served beside me as the marketing coordinator in Section C4. Wherever I looked, this airman was always cheerfully serving and being a fantastic servant leader while making a large impact in our organization. This candidate is an Eagle Scout, and he was even awarded the Great Trail Council Eagle Project of the Year in 2018. He successfully led the 2018 Marnoc Lodge contingent for NOAC, and he is even a past Lodge Vice Chief of Inductions. Additionally, he'll be serving his 6th year on camp staff at Camp Manitowoc in 2021. He more recently was elected as the 2020-2021 Section C4 Secretary and is even a photographer for the National Communications Committee in the OA. With that, please join me in congratulating Harley Hoff.
Thank you, and congratulations, Harley Hoff. Next, I'd like to thank the members of our Lodge Executive Committee who stuck through this unprecedented year of event cancellations and helped us work through all of the challenges that this year brought. So I'm going to start off with our Lodge Secretary, Ethan Ventlink. And under him, we had our Unilations Chairman, Peter LeMay, and our Communications Chairman, Chris McMahon. Next, for our Vice Chief of Inductions was Alex Davis. And under him, we had our Ceremonies Chairman, Nathan Sheeline, our Brotherhood Chairman, Matthew Asher, our Vigil Chairman, Vincent Meadows, our Props and Grounds Chairman, Ian Sheeline, and our Ordeals Chairman, Luke Klosky. For program, our Vice Chief of Program was Anthony McNeil, and our Culinary Chairman was Jonathan Woody. For the finance area of our Lodge Treasurer was Devin Nichols, our Camping Promotions Chairman was Luke Kowalski, our Merchandise Chairman was Nathaniel Brown, our Trails Chairman was Wyatt Butler. And lastly, for chapters, our Chapter Chief Coordinator was Eric Walters, our Chippewa Chapter Chief was Aaron Strong, our Lakes Chapter Chief was Anthony McNeil, our Mo Cumdis Chapter Chief was Brennan Carano, our Neatoka Chapter Chief was John Hino, and our Signal Tree Chapter Chief was Elijah Frank. Again, I'd like to thank all of these youth members of our LEC for assisting in this year, and this year would not be complete without them. They will be receiving a certificate as well as their chairman bead in the mail within the coming months. I would now like to introduce our second Vigil Honor candidate for the Vigil Honor class of 2021. This candidate is someone I have known for a few years now. And when I first met him, he was kind of reluctant to get involved in the OA, even though I was trying to get him involved because I thought he would be a good person. But eventually, he signed on to be my Union Relations Chairman for last year, and he took that ball and ran with it and did a phenomenal job with it. And I can safely say that throughout the past at least year and a half, he has become one of my very good friends. So I'd like to announce my Vigil Honor candidate for 2021, Peter LeMay.
We'd like to recognize the Wingmats for this year: Simon Monsell, Elijah Frank, Jack Perry, Luke Klosky, and Nathan Sheeline. On our ceremonial list, we have Spencer Feely, Peter LeMay, Luke Kowalski, Nathan Sheeline, Anthony Brown, and Eric Walters. We would also like to congratulate all our new Ordeal and Brotherhood members.
Good afternoon, my name is Christopher Morris, and it is my honor to serve as a guide for the Vigil this year. My candidate has served many years on the induction side of the Lodge, starting off first as the Props and Grounds Chairman and working his way up to the Vice Chief of Inductions. As the Props and Grounds Chairman, he coordinated, set up, and tear down efforts for all the ceremonies that went on during the summer for Brotherhood and Ordeal, as well as call-outs during summer camp. As the Vice Chief of Inductions, he oversaw all aspects of ceremonies and inductions, ranging from Ordeal to Brotherhood, Vigil, and to Props and Grounds. He has served tirelessly and cheerfully at every event, working very hard to make sure that they succeed, even undertaking extra tasks as he sees fit to make sure that the event succeeds. I would like to introduce Alex Davis as a Vigil candidate for 2021.
Hello, I'm Peter LeMay, the Marnoc Large Secretary, and I'm in charge of unit relations. Now, we'll be starting unit relations at the beginning of next year. On January 1st, the election packet will be sent to everyone, so keep a lookout for that. There'll be some big changes coming with next year's unit election season. First of all elections will be run by the Lodge, as we will be trying to our best, keep to the rules and regulations of the Order of the Arrow. We will also be continuing to run online elections for those troops that are not holding in-person meetings. Now, if you are holding in-person meetings, we can still hold a in-person election. But this next year, every election must have a Lodge Executive Council member in attendance. If there is not a member in attendance, the election will not count. So, let's have a great election season. That's all from me.
Go.
Hello, Marnoc Lodge. My name is Richard Walters, and I am here to introduce my vigil candidate. My candidate is currently a junior at Woodridge High School. He is active in marching band and the academic challenge. In Scouts, he is currently a Life Scout who has already completed his Eagle Project. He has been a patrol leader in the ASPL, and I'm sure he will be the senior patrol leader soon. In the Lodge, he has been active in fellowships and going to NOAC, and he is currently the Brotherhood Chairman. I am proud to be the guide for my candidate, who is Matthew Asher from Troop 155 in Cuyahoga Falls.
I'm David Wyrick, and I'm a past Lodge Chief and Section Chief, and currently serve on our Council Executive Board, and on the Central Region Executive Board, and on the National Relationships Committee. I would have never guessed some 48 years ago when I became Vigil that I would stand before you to be able to announce this person for the Vigil class of 2021. I've known him literally his whole life. He's an Arrow of Light, he's an Eagle Scout with 4 palms. He has a 4-star religious award recipient. He's served on the Manitoc summer camp staff for 11 summers and on 4 Jamboree staffs as well. He's also co-authored a book to preserve the history of the Manitoc Karens. This person takes his obligation as an airman, the service and devotion to the welfare of others, to the pack level, where he was one of the first, if not the first, Lion leader in the Great Trail Council. Back when that was a pilot program, he shared his experiences of what he learned in developing to help make that program a full-time program today. And he gives his cheerful service as a Lion and Tiger leader because he believes that when Scouts have a great time as they enter Scouting, they will continue. I'm so pleased to announce for the Vigil class of 2021, my son, Josh Wyrick. Josh, I love you and I'm so proud of you, and I cannot wait to be your guide next summer.
Congratulations, Matthew Asher and Josh Wyrick on attaining the Vigil honor, as well as Alex Davis. Next, we're going to move into our main awards portion of the Winter Banquet, where we'll be giving out the awards that we award every year, being the Unsung Airman, the Chiefs Award, Airman of the Year, Youth and Adult, and Founders Award. The first award we're going to be giving out is the Unsung Airman Award. This award is given to an airman who is not always in the spotlight when it comes for doing stuff around the lodge, usually a youth, and it's given to basically someone who does a lot of work in the background for the year. Now this person did, I'd say, quite a bit of work in the background for this year. Since there wasn't a lot going on, there wasn't a lot to do up front and in person for everyone. However, this airman in particular especially when it came to this event, the Winter Banquet, as well as getting ready for all of our patches that we put out this year, being the COVID-19 flap and the new standard that we will reveal at the end of this event. This person did a phenomenal job with everything. So I'd like to award the Unsung Airman Award to Luke Kowalski.
Hi, I'm Jeff Peterson. I'm here to announce a vigil candidate this evening. He is an Eagle Scout with Troop 507. He's been active in the LEC with culinary for quite a few years now. I've had the pleasure of knowing this young man for his entire life. I'm proud to present Zachary Peterson for Vigil Honor in 2021. Congratulations, Zachary.
Congratulations, Zach, on obtaining the Vigil Honor. Next, we will move into the presentation of the Chiefs Award. The Chiefs Award is the award that the Chief selects for the person or people that give him the most help throughout the year, no matter what area of the lodge it is. The chief can give out as many or as few Chiefs Award as he wishes. And so this year I decided I'm going to give out 2 Chiefs Award, and they can be to youth, adult, anything like that. So these 2 airmen helped me quite a bit this year in the two main areas where we needed the most help, being program and merchandise, specifically getting your patches out for one, and unit elections for the other. Again, they did a phenomenal job with each of these, and I could not ask for 2 better airmen to help me out with them. So for my Chiefs Award this year, I will be giving it to Luke Kowalski and Peter LeMay.
Hello, my name is Jim Boyd. I'm the Lodge Advisor for Marnoc Lodge, and I would like to announce my vigil candidate. This candidate has been active in scouting for many years and has a son who is an Eagle Scout and has moved on from scouting, but he continues to serve. He's been a Scoutmaster. He has served on many committees in Chippewa District, also as the Eagle Advisor for Chippewa District, and has recently moved on to become the Eagle Advisor for Great Trail Council. My vigil candidate this year is Mr. Ken Kuzma from Chippewa District. Congratulations, Ken.
Congratulations, Mr. Kuzma. Next, we're going to move on to our Founders Award presentation. The Founders Award is a very special award in the OA, and each lodge is given only a certain number of Founders Award to give. You can give up to the you have to give at least one of yours to a youth, and the other one can go to either to another youth or an adult. This year, Marnoc Lodge has 2 to give out, and I will be announcing the recipient of the Youth Award. This youth has been active in the lodge since he joined a few years back. He started off as a chapter chief for Lakes District and served as our vice chief of program this past year, where unfortunately he was not able to do everything he wanted to do program-wise, but his Winter Banquet and his Fall Fellowship were 2 of the best events we have had in recent years. I'd like to announce the recipient of our Youth Founders Award to go to Anthony McNeil. Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Boyd up to do the adult presentation.
It's my pleasure to announce the Adult Founders Award recipient this year. This gentleman has been a friend of mine for a long time. He was a Scoutmaster, followed his son through the ranks, became an advisor in the Order of the Arrow, was a scoutmaster with the troop from which he came. He was a secretary advisor and then moved on to become the lodge advisor and was my mentor for what we're doing now. This gentleman has been with us a long time and donated a lot of his time and effort to our lodge throughout the years. And the Adult Founders Award recipient this year is Mr. Dennis Bradley. Congratulations, Dennis.
Good afternoon. My name is Nathan Watson. I am the Great Trail Council Director of Camping, and I'm here to announce our next Vigil Honor candidate. This candidate has been a member of the Great Trail Council for 29 years, almost as long as I've been alive. They have served on the Great Trail Council Traditions Committee, the past Scoutmaster for Troop 405 from 1998 to 2010, completed their Wood Badge in 2005, received the Silver Beaver in 2009, has been creating the Friends of Scouting family videos for the Great Trail Council since we started utilizing them in 2014. And if you've ever been out to the Manitowoc Scout Reservation or Camp Butler and seen one of the maps out there, he's the mind and the genius behind the creation of those to make sure that we know where we're going around the property. Also, if you've ever seen our camp mascot Gizmo the Moose, he is the adaptation artist that helps create the new theme moose every year for us. It is my honor to present our next Vigil candidate, Mr. John Strock. Congratulations, John.
Congratulations to all of our Vigil Honor candidates for 2021. Our final awards presentation we'll be doing today is for the Airman of the Year, Youth and Adult. This award goes to the youth and adult airmen who have done the most for the lodge in numerous levels. I will start by presenting the Youth Airman Award. Once again, this airman has helped quite a bit with specifically unit elections, as that was our main focus for the year, getting that rate up to as far as we can. Along with that, he has filled in for numerous ceremony roles for us throughout the year and is now serving as our lodge secretary. I am pleased to announce that the Airman of the Year goes to Peter LeMay. For the Adult Airman of the Year award, this airman helped out quite a bit in terms of communication. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, I started sending out monthly updates to everyone in the lodge so that you guys knew what was going on with all of our events and everything else that was happening on the lodge level. This airman in particular made sure that those emails, as well as any other email I sent out when it came to events, reminders, anything like that, went out in an efficient manner and went out to the Facebook page and made sure everything was approved and that we got everything out that we needed to. I'm pleased to announce that the Adult Airman of the Year for 2020 goes to our Secretary Advisor, John Fritsch. Next up, we'll have a quick promotional video from the section for Conclave.
Airmen, my name is Jonathan Golden, Section Chief of Section C4, and I wanted to formally invite you to Conclave 2021 at Seven Ranges Scout Reservation in Kensington, Ohio. It'll be on May 14th and 16th. I cannot wait to see you guys there.
The theme for Conclave is Hilltop Happening, where airmen from across our section will gather together for fantastic events, including engaging trainings, fun activities, and exciting shows. I promise you that this will be a conclave that you do not want to miss.
At Hilltop Happening, we have a lot in store for you. Among some of the options that we're working on providing at Seven Ranges are waterfront events, including canoeing, rowboating, swimming, and the infamous iceberg. Along with field sports, including rifle, shotgun, and archery, we'll also have an open mountain bike trails and a cook course.
And not to mention our fantastic afternoon activities like the Midway, ceremonial competitions, lodge competitions, and everything else in between.
In addition to that, you will have the ability to show me who is boss. Have you ever wanted to dunk a section officer before? If so, I have something for you. You will be able to meet me at the dunk tank with the hopes of getting me soaked.
And make sure to follow us on social media, subscribe to our newsletter, and watch our website for the most up-to-date information on this event.
In addition, if you've gone through your ordeal within the past year, you will have the opportunity to receive a new member patch specific to this conclave.
I am excited to see us gather and engage in fun, fellowship, and food at Conclave 2021.
I am excited about all the fun and amazing opportunities that Conclave will bring you. And I know that you will enjoy the dunk tank way more than I will. But in all seriousness, guys, I cannot wait to see you at Conclave 2021 at Seven Ranges Scout Reservation. See you guys there.
I look forward to seeing all of you at Conclave 2021 at Seven Ranges. Next, we are going to move into the more business portion of our winter banquet with the approval of the bylaws that was sent to you last month in the newsletter. So how we're going to do this is we're going to be using an app called Slido. So if you all take out your phones or some sort of device in order to go to Slido so that we can do the voting, we're going to go ahead and switch the scene real quick so that you can get the code and everything to do that. So, is it switched over? Okay, so on your screen now you should see a code and how to log into Slido in order to do do the voting for the bylaws. We're going to give you guys a couple minutes to go ahead and get hooked up real quick before we move into the voting portion. Huh? Youth only. So youth airmen only, please, for the voting. Again, that is youth airmen only. And we'll give a couple minutes for everything for you guys to log in and stuff. Mr. Hoff, how are we looking? Can you see how many people we have? All right, are we at polls activated? Yep. All right, poll is activated, so we're going to give it a minute or so for you guys to do the voting. So, we're just going to give it a moment for us to do all the voting stuff. Also, so in case you guys don't know what is getting changed in this rendition of the bylaws, we are first changing our lodge totem from Chief Marnoc, which is not on this patch that I have on right now, but we're changing it from Chief Marnoc to the black squirrel as our new lodge totem. And then we are also doing some grammatical changes, such as changing pronouns that are he, him, all that to they, them. And I believe there's one other, and there's one when it comes to suspending the bylaws where absentee votes count as a vote as no, so we're changing that as well. So we're gonna let it go for a couple more minutes. Remember, if you haven't filled out the check-in list for the raffle tickets, please do so now. We'll be doing that raffle after we're done with the voting here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and leave the poll open for 30 more seconds. I'm going to set a stopwatch real quick. All right, 30 more seconds starting now. Good? We good? All right. So that is, we have cut off the poll. And with that, has the bylaws passed?
Bylaws have passed.
All right, the bylaws have passed with a majority vote. So next up, we're going to move into our raffle for the hot air balloons, and then we're going to do some program announcements, and then we'll have a reflection from our lodge advisor, Jim Boyd, a reflection from our Supreme Chief of the Fire, Pat Shear, and then I will be doing a Chief's reflection as well. So, Luke, I'd like to come up here so that we can do the randomization. So,
Hello everyone. How we will be doing this is a random number generator. So I hope everyone got their numbers and sign-ins in. Here we go.
show off everything so you can see it.
We have 61 responses. Each response is numbered. So here we go. Tap number 59. So who is number 59? Let me see. Congratulations to Eric France for winning our first raffle. Are we doing two or one?
We're doing two of them.
We are doing two. So again, congratulations, Mr. France. We will be sending your tickets in your packet. Now on to our second drawing for the hot air balloon tickets. Number 34. Number 34 is a Scott Bayless. So congratulations, Mr. Bayless, on winning that. Now we will move into our program bit. Just a quick few things from me. So again, yes, hello, my name is Luke Kolosky. I'm your Vice Chief of Program for the 2020-21 year. Next year we have some exciting opportunities for you, both service-wise and fellowship-wise. Our main focus for next year is going to be working on our trails, both at Camp Manitowoc and Camp Stanball, and trying to keep up both trails that we run there. Our first day working on those will be May 1st, 2021, where we will hike the OA Trail in Cuyahoga Valley National Park and do some trail work along the way. Other fun things we have for next year are our first ordeal, which will be April 23rd and 24th. If you are interested in helping with that, please send me or our inductions Vice Chief an email at our emails found on marnoc.org. Our first fellowship is also scheduled for March 20th, 2021. More info will be out on that in the coming weeks. So again, all of our programs should be somewhere over here, and I hope that I will see you there in person next year at our program events. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you, Luke, and again, congratulations to our two raffle prize winners. Luke, who were those two people again? It was
Scott Bayless and
Eric France. So Scott Bayless and Eric France, you guys will be getting a set of hot air balloon tickets in your patch packet when we send those off after the first of the year. Just gonna write those down real quick. Next, I'd like to invite up our Lodge Advisor, Jim Boyd, to give his Lodge Advisor reflection.
All right, more of a thank you than a reflection. Thanks to all of you who have decided to join the first ever virtual winter banquet that our lodge has ever held. A lot of firsts this year that we've never done before. So this is more of a list of thank yous. Thank you to all of the gentlemen behind the scenes that are behind this camera that made this happen, and to the entire LEC for everything they've done for us this year. A special thanks to our third-term chief, Mr. Anthony Brown, who has kind of held this all together through these very, very unusual times. I also have to take a second to thank the adults that work with these youths to make sure that everything is dotted and everything is crossed. They don't have to do much, but they do show up and they work with these youth. Our Secretary Advisor, Mr. John Fritz, Merchandise, Mr. Jeff Raymond, the Induction Advisor, Mr. Chris Morris, the Ordeal Advisor, Mr. Jeff Zimmerman, Brotherhood, Mr. Jeffrey Peterson, Vigil Advisor, Mr. Alan Hoy, my Program Director, Mr. Brian Procola, and I could not do any of this without these two other gentlemen. One is our Staff Advisor, Mr. Nate Watson, and my Associate Law Director, Mr. Rich Walters. These gentlemen have been of great, great benefit to me and to the youth of the Lodge, so I'd like to thank all of them. Beyond that, yes, this has been a very, as we reflect back on 2020, it's a year that none of us have ever seen before, and we hope that we never see again. We hope that the only thing that happens with this year is these gentlemen, when they have youth that are in scouting, that they look back and say, I remember when in 2020 what we had to do. So we're hoping with all of our heart, come April, when we have that first ordeal, that we have a bunch of good candidates out there and a good team that's going to be putting them through their ordeal so they can be members of our order. I also encourage all of you to attend some events. If you're interested in getting involved, either as a youth or an advisor, please let the Lodge know and we will get back to you. We have places and time and things that you can help with. So if any of this interests you, I ask you to come on board. I've enjoyed my years with it, and I know you will too. So again, thanks to all of you who put this together, and thanks to all the folks that are out there virtually listening to me babble on here. So I'm going to get off the stage so that we can move on and get to the next person. Chief?
All right, thank you, Mr. Boyd. Next up, we'll have a quick video from our Scout Executive, also known as the Supreme Chief of the Fire, Pat Shear.
Good afternoon, Marnoc Lodge. As the Supreme Chief of the Fire, it's my annual honor to talk to you and to share my thoughts of what has happened in the previous year and what is going to be happening in the upcoming year. 2020 has certainly been an interesting year for all of us. 2021 is going to be a different year again, but it's going to be a much better year for all of us. As we start to have vaccines and start to come out of a COVID-19, I can guarantee you we're going to have summer camp at Camp Manitowoc in 2021. It may be slightly different than what we've ever known, but we are definitely going to be having camp. Secondly, all of you that are on ceremonies teams, get ready. We're going to be doing twice as many inductions as what we've probably ever done before, because we're going to have 2 years of scouts that have been elected by their troops and their crews and to participate in the Order of the Arrow and become full members within our body. Lastly, I want to thank and congratulate all of you that will be receiving the Vigil Honor. I remember back fondly to the day that I was called out to receive the Vigil Honor. I was surprised and honored all at the same time to being able to receive it. So congratulations on your work and your commitment to our order, our lodge, and our council. On behalf of the board and the officers of the Great Trail Council, thank you to the lodge for all that you do to help make scouting go. Take care and have a great rest of your day.
All right, thank you, Mr. Shear. Before we adjourn this event, this first virtual event that we've hosted, I'd like to give first a few housekeeping notes and then my own thanks for the people who helped put this event on. So first, I know everyone's looking for those 2020 COVID-19 flaps. Don't worry, they're on their way. They have been ordered, they are shipping to us, and they will be sent out to you after the first of the year, for those of you who are wondering about those. Secondly, your Winter Banquet packet. In this year's Winter Banquet packet, you will get your pocket rocket, your membership card, your Winter Banquet bead for signing up for Winter Banquet, as well as 2 Lodge flaps this year, our new standard that we will be posting on Facebook after this event for you guys to see, as well as our Winter Banquet our winter banquet flap that has the new totem on it with the Chief Marnoc ghosted in. Again, both of those will be posted on Facebook for you to see. People who signed up for NOAC to go to NOAC, also with all of your patches, you will be getting a commemorative NOAC 2018 full pocket lodge flap that we were going to give you for NOAC, but unfortunately because NOAC didn't happen, we didn't get to give them to you. But you will be getting a flap as a compensation for not being able to go. Finally, I'd like to give some thanks and shout outs to the people to the youth of the lodge who helped make this event possible and run smoothly. First off, Harley Hoff for running our equipment and helping us out with photos and video and making sure everything is set up. Eric Walters for helping us get our sound together and make sure that everything sounds good for you. Even though it was a little quiet at times, I do apologize. But we tried our best because this is our first time we are doing this, and when we do another one of these events in the future, the sound will be better, and we'll make sure everything is better than what it was today. Luke Kowalski for organizing the entire thing and making sure that everything was organized in the manner that looked well, and as well as designing the graphic that you see around me today. Also, our speakers, Peter Lemay, Nate Sheeline, Mr. Boyd, and Mr. Watson, as well as Pat Shearer, and everyone who sent in videos for the vigil candidates. All of this, we could not have recognized everyone we wanted to without all of their help. And finally, I'd like to thank you guys, the lodge members, for tuning in and sticking with us through this chaotic year of not a lot of stuff happening. I know you are itching to get into an event of some sort here in the near future and probably wanting your ice cream from your ice cream socials. I know that was the thing I missed the most about this year was the ice cream. So don't worry though, when we have summer camp in 2021, we will be bringing back the ice cream social in some capacity. Now this wouldn't be a lodge event without us closing with the Order of the Arrow song. So what we're going to do is the staff that we have here are going to stand up and sing, and you guys can join at home if you wish. Harley, our stream moderator, will cut the scene to the song so you have the lyrics to go along with it. There's a mic on that one, right? Yep. Cool. All right. On three, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Firm bound in brotherhood, gather the clan that cheerful service brings to fellow men. Circle our council fire while tightly every link that binds us in brotherhood will not ending. All right, I'd like to thank everyone for coming to our 2020 Marnoc Lodge Winter Banquet, and I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you all in 2021.